Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. On 2nd and 9, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Gonna run again here with Pollard. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Barkley off tackle left. We'll get this to about the 38. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the option right, it's Jones. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under.
Prescott to throw it. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
There the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Throwing Jones. This is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
It was stupid.
That's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Cowboys, it's 7-3 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore.
Now
How many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's Barkley on the counter. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Please go away now. Run, guys. Run, commit. Run, commit.
Up the middle with Barkley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
They
need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Coach.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Coach.
And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Coach.
And this is so uncharacteristic for him this season. Back-to-back interceptions from a guy who's taken really good care of the ball so far this season. Got to give credit to the defensive coaches, the players on the opposing sideline. Excellent preparation, even better execution.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over.
Run the ball and make
first
sure you
and 10.
get 3, man. That's what I'm going to tell you.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, Barkley. And this play will be blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
That's easy.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
If you're inside run, guys, he's not throwing the ball.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff, Barkley running left. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They running, guys.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Put it up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Prescott on play action. And that one into the hands of Washington downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Prescott. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop? And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
You got to put that ball in the air, man. You got to put that ball in there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Barkley inside handoff, and he is
met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Jones. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Play action now. Prescott. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch. Gets his feet down. Sets up a 4th down and short situation. I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught. Arcega-Whiteside. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score.
They got to get these stats up.
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys
we're trying to have another superstar receiver on the opposite side of Lamb.
They add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Run the ball, guys. He's down 20. He's still running.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Jones. Slide. And he's going to have to eat this one. Down he goes. Micah Parsons make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Marquise Bell. Take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that. But look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games with
touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah, see you later.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down in the fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Saquon Barkley denied on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On play action, Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Again, it's Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Left side, it's Beckham. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.